When you go to the hospital, one of the first things they'll probably do is send a nurse in with tools like these to check your pulse and your blood pressure. These are called your vitals because, well, they're vital to your life. They measure the effectiveness of your heart and lungs. Without decent vital signs, you're probably going to be dead. You can live without several of your other body parts, but what happens in your chest determines if you live or die. Deer hunters understand this. A gut shot might maim the deer and eventually kill it, but a well-placed chest shot will probably drop it in its tracks. When ancient soldiers went to battle, they would put on a breastplate. Wearing something heavy on your chest has got to be cumbersome at first, but it's worth it to protect your heart. As we've seen, our enemy is constantly throwing darts at us, trying to destroy us. If he can hit us in the heart, he wins. Fortunately, God's given us a crucial piece of armor to protect our hearts, the breastplate of righteousness. To understand the breastplate of righteousness, we first have to understand what righteousness is. There's two types of righteousness. The first type is external righteousness, what we do. Anyone can have external righteousness, we just have to obey the rules that are put on us. That's what laws attempt to do, force upon us external righteousness so we can function as a society. The problem with external righteousness is it doesn't show what's on the inside. In other words, we can act righteous, but not be righteous. The second type of righteousness is internal righteousness, who we are. Let's do a little trivia. Who's the girl in this picture? Some of you younger people will say, I have no idea. Some of you older folks will say, well, that's Laura Ingalls. Others of you are going to catch on and say, no, that's not Laura Ingalls. It's Melissa Gilbert who played Laura Ingalls. And you'd be right. For many of you who grew up watching Little House on the Prairie, this is your image of Laura Ingalls. Good actors can fool you into thinking that they're someone else, but internally, they're not really that person. That's the difference between external and internal righteousness. External righteousness is what others think we are. Internal righteousness is what we really are on the inside. So, how do we put on the breastplate of internal righteousness? The answer is actually very simple. So simple, we often miss it. Even Abraham, the great father of the Israelites, fell short when it came to external righteousness. However, he became internally righteous, but not through his actions. Romans 4:3 says that Abraham believed God and it was counted to him for righteousness. The key to internal righteousness is faith. Remember, the enemy wants to destroy you. One good shot to the heart will do it, so we have to protect our hearts with righteousness. The first step is to become internally righteous by faith, which is trust in Jesus Christ. He makes you right on the inside. Then, work at becoming externally righteous by doing what's right. Set up parameters for yourself, boundaries you absolutely refuse to cross. You may have to cut off a friendship, get rid of a hobby, or rearrange your schedule, whatever it takes. Others might ridicule you for being legalistic or a prude, but remember, you're trying to protect your heart. Don't ever let anyone talk you out of that. Put on the breastplate of righteousness so the enemy doesn't knock you out of the battle. Hey, I hope you'll join me for the next video where we'll talk about the shoes, being prepared to bring the gospel message to other people. Have a great week.